welcome to the Blu-Review. Today we are talking about Bottle Rocket in the Criterion Collection. I'm a huge fan of Wes Anderson. Basically, Bottle Rocket, which is Wes Anderson's first movie, and it is sort of like, it's a heist movie, but it's not really. And if you know Wes Anderson, you already understand what that means. Owen Wilson plays this character who desperately wants to be like a slick criminal, you know, sort of like one of those guys in like La Sacre Rouge, you know, who's just like badass and cool. And he thinks like everything is sort of in the movies, and all three of the people, like the main stars, are these sort of overprivileged kids from, like, you know, the suburbs, and so they don't really have anything else to do with their time, so they sort of spend it making all these like plans to rob places or to do this or to do that. And Owen Wilson's character Dignan is sort of like the mastermind or the head instigator to sort of get those things going. He's sort of the opposite of the slacker, except he wants to do things, he just wants to do illegal things, which is sort of the comedy of it. And Luke Wilson's character is basically this guy. He's just got out of a mental institution because he's had kind of a nervous breakdown, and he really just sort of doesn't want to let his friend down. And of course their other friend, Bob, is sort of the driver, and he's this kind of guy who I guess wants to kind of prove to himself that he's kind of a badass, and he's kind of living on the edge of danger because his brother is sort of an asshole to him, like, consistently. They rob this bookstore, and then they go on the lam at this motel where Luke Wilson's character meets this Hispanic maid, and she doesn't speak English and he doesn't speak Spanish, but they start this like really like innocent romance. You know, it's so innocent that it's like, when they finally do start to get it on, you're kind of like, oh, it's just sweet. Then James Caan shows up as sort of like a two-bit criminal himself. It sort of dupes the characters into thinking that they're pulling off a giant heist when really they're not. The picture quality is superb. It's 4.5 stars. It's just the colors are so bold in this version. The audio, they pack this thing with like a DTS HD master audio. I just think it's a little overkill. The music is great in it, but other than that, there's not really a whole lot of, it's not an action, this is a talkie film, so I don't know why you need a DTS HD master audio. Bottle Rocket is just such a fun movie to watch. Criterion did a great job with this. I highly recommend you pick this up. If you're even a casual Wes Anderson fan, you have to have this in your collection. It's essential. And hopefully they'll get on releasing Rushmore, which is my favorite.